joining me today as I plan in my social media planner for the month of October. My name's Julie and I'm using the Happy Planner monthly layout to track 3 different platforms that I'm on: YouTube, Instagram and Folksy, which is the British equivalent of Etsy. I'm very excited today to dive into retro holidays from Live Love Posh, and I'm going to be using these really cute Halloween stickers. I chose them because I use a colour-coded system in this planner where I have 3 different colours for the 3 different platforms I'm tracking. So I'm going to be using the orange, blue and pink throughout this spread. And I found orange boxes to match in Functionally Chic Orange Blooms and some blue and pink boxes in Mojo Jojo Plans rainbow boxes. I've also grabbed 3 washi tapes from Planything, these grid washes that I love, and they match perfectly with the colours. The other book I always use is the Happy Planner's Boss Babe sticker book, mainly because it has these social media icons which come in really handy. I'm going to start with this page just for a change, and one of the things I haven't been using are these habit trackers, so I thought that this week I would just cover up that section and put a box in it instead. You can use label paper for this, but I'm just going to use some regular photocopy paper. I'm just going to put a little mark where I need to cut. Anything you don't like on the page of your Happy Planner, you can cover up. Never be afraid to do that. And it seems a bit pointless leaving them there unused. I might as well put either some decoration there or a box and make it a bit more purposeful. I still have not got round to changing the blade of my paper trimmer, so I'm just neatening out those edges. I had a cutter that I loved for many years and I didn't have to change the blade at all. I was so sad when it finally broke. And although I do love my Fiskars paper trimmer, I often use it in my videos, it is rather a nuisance having to change the blade so frequently, because I don't just use it for planning, I use it for my crafting and card making as well. So I do get through the blades rather a lot. Let's just pop this on here. Hopefully it's going to fit. And we've covered up that section. I think I'll just put a touch of this grid washi for decoration. You'll see that I keep it fairly simple in this planner, but I do enjoy decorating it. However, I don't spend as long decorating it as I do on my classic spreads. I'm going to add this box here. If it had been a bit wider, it probably would have covered up the habit trackers and I wouldn't have needed to use the paper, but it doesn't matter. And let's add this colour here. Next, I think I want to cover up that quote, slow down and enjoy the moment. It's a really nice quote, but this is my Get Busy planner. So I'm thinking about maybe if I can find an image from the sticker book to cover it with. Let's have a little look. If I can find something the right size, maybe something like those flowers or these pumpkins. I'll try one of those. These are paper stickers. That one, I don't think. Oh, perfect. I didn't think that was going to fit, but it did. I don't think there's room to put the washi there. Well, actually there is, so I'm going to do it. And then we've brought in the 3 colours in the sidebar. You'll notice I'm using a mixture of the X-Acto knife for cutting the washi and the washi cutter from Live Love POSH. I'm still not 100% comfortable with the washi cutter, so I tend to revert back to the X-Acto knife from time to time. What I do in this section here is just put 3 boxes with the 3 different colours. I'll put the blue one here because I've got the orange and pink already there, so it makes sense to put that one over this side. And then it doesn't really matter where the others go. I can put the orange on this side. And the pink up the top. Maybe add a couple of these ghosties. They are so cute. I do like cute Halloween stickers, not scary Halloween stickers. And maybe this van in the middle. I'll just wipe this out because it might show underneath. I use this section for my folksy shop, so pink is going to be the colour for folksy this month. I think we'll just add this car with the ghost driving it, and I normally like to have a quote at the bottom, but I'll need to find that from a different book, unless I just use this trick or treat. I think I'll do that to save me the effort of having to find a quote in another sticker book. Just add one of Jessica's headers to this box, and then this side will be done, and that was super fast but super cute. One thing I do notice that I've not noticed before is that these boxes of Jessica's are slightly larger than these boxes of Mojo Jojo, but I'm not going to let that bother me. Let's go on to this page now. I'm going to white out that, jot it down, and I don't like the 1, 2, 3, so we'll get rid of those, and the top priorities. I put my statistics here in these boxes. So we'll use this one for YouTube and this one for Instagram, and all I do is write down how many at the start of the month and how many at the end of the month, just to compare. And I've not really been using this box, but I'll put a little envelope in for my folksy card shop. A couple of reasons for that. One is I've been working really hard on YouTube lately, and that has taken over everything else, I think, just for the moment. But also I'm having a think about what I'm doing. I make cards, quilled cards to sell, but it's not a great climate at the moment for selling. We're in the middle of this cost of living crisis, and people just don't have the money for luxuries, and my cards can be quite expensive because they're more of a luxury item. And postage has just gone up again. I can't count how many times that's happened this year. It's getting to the point where it's going to cost more to post the card than the actual card. Not quite, but it's gone a bit crazy. So I'm having to have a little think about what I can do, whether I carry on, whether I try to make something different. So I've been feeling a little bit maybe lacking inspiration lately, and everything's a bit up in the air. So it's kind of wait and see really. I just list my videos here when I post them and keep a record of the time I posted them and day, just to see if there's any particular patterns and good days to post and how they've done. So that's what that box is about. And now in this area I just use 3 boxes for me to jot down any ideas I have, maybe for video content or cards I want to make. I'm thinking about using the washi again, and maybe rather than doing it straight, I don't know, maybe to do it like this. Let's give it a go. I can't remember if I've done something like this before in this monthly planner, or whether it was in my weekly classic vertical. And I'm just going in reverse colour order. So it'll be pink next, or I've done that before I think, where I've angled it. I'm just wondering if I just do it like this. I'm not sure. Decisions. I don't usually spend too long thinking about these spreads. Let's do this because I haven't done it this way before. Let's do the bottom one first so that I can try and get them fairly level, because if you've watched me before you know I could be a little bit fussy about those sorts of things. So yes, I've been thinking quite a lot about online selling recently. I do wonder about all these sticker shops out there, how on earth they manage to survive. For everyone that opens, there seems to be one that's closing. And there's an awful lot out there at the moment who seem to be doing the printables. That seems to be huge, with your own layouts. I'm not sure about this, but I think maybe once I've put boxes on it will look okay. But I've tried something different rather than just do something I've done before. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing now. Just need to add the 3 colour boxes and a little bit more decoration. I will try one here. I've got that stripe showing. I'm not going to like that. Let's see. Should be able to remove it, hopefully. Those boxes are very sticky. I don't think the pink one bothers me quite as much. This is looking very retro. Let's put one here. And again, do I need to cut the washi from behind? Possibly. Maybe just the blue one. So it's an interesting question to ponder as to why some shops are successful and others are not. I think we'll just stagger this here. And again, I'm going to have to do that cutting. I did consider joining Etsy. And the funny thing is, at the moment, lots of people have left Etsy because of all the problems with the money and paying out. and charging for different things. And we've had quite a flood of people joining Folksy, although they've all been rather surprised to find that Folksy doesn't actually drive any traffic itself. You have to do it all yourself. You have to promote yourself on social media, which is quite tricky. So that was one option at the start of the year that I was thinking about, but I had my doubts about Etsy. Although it is advertised, it doesn't always sound like the nicest place to be. Not sure about that, but we will add some decoration and then we're nearly done. You can start your own website, of course, but then you need to know something maybe a bit more technical, and I'm not so great at all the technical knowledge. So that's why Folksy works for me, because they do all of that. Don't know if I like those two pumpkins right next to each other, but I'm going to have this little ghosty, I think, somewhere. Maybe up here. He's really adorable. I think maybe we'll take these ones off. Try something different. How about these little characters? It's super cute. I really love these stickers from Jessica. I'm not sure whether this retro holiday sticker book is still available on her website. I think I'll probably be using it in one of my weekly spreads as well in October. If you've not used colour coding before in your planner, then it can be a really useful way to track things, whether it's exercise, household chores, or just social media like I'm doing. Hope you're having fun with your fall and Halloween spreads, and that your October has got off to a good start. Thanks for joining me for this Plan With Me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend, happy planning, and hope to see you next time.